Okay, so continuing with our video series, this here is a small box we've made. It's for a lot of our remote customers to use. So what we've done, it's basically an install do-it-yourself kit for Olex. So what we have here, we have a PVC box with an external fuse on the side, and it may be internal as well. Also a GPS connector with a bunch of different wires that are come out at a predetermined length. And with this box, what we're doing is doing all the internal connections a technician would typically do on an installation. Again, so I'm going to go through the operation here real quick and show you how you can install your own Olex system. Okay, so if you look at the components here, we have the Olex computer, a screen, 12-volt power supply, so that's going to simulate the power on your vessel from your panel, and a bunch of various cables here, and a GPS antenna to give position to the Olex. So first things first, what we're going to start off with, we've got the box, so we're going to do our computer connections. You'd mount your screen wherever you'd like to mount it. You mount your Olex box, usually somewhere dry, usually down in the below decks in the cud. So you'll mount this, and then we're going to show you how you make the basic connections. So from your monitor, you'll have a monitor connection, which can only go into one plug in the VGA. You'll connect that there. Then you have your wireless trackball. So if you open the wireless trackball, you have a little sensor here. You can plug that in the computer as well. So that'll go like that. Then you're going to have, from the box, you're going to have your GPS connection. That's going to plug into any one of these four connectors here, these serial ports. So it doesn't matter. Olex will automatically detect it and set up the output, or set up the input, sorry. So that'll just plug in. That'll screw in there, just like that. Then after that, we'll go to the keyboard. So you have your keyboard. We supply them with a hard mini keyboard, but again, you can use any keyboard, rubber keyboards, anything. So if you look on the keyboard, a lot of them will come with a PS2 connector. We don't use those anymore, so we'll just take that off and you can discard that, and will be USB. So that can plug into any USB port. So that's plugged in. Take the plastic off here. Just to continue, as you see from the box, we have the power connector for Olex. That'll plug right in there. It can only go one way, so you can't connect it wrong. So that just plugs in there like that. Okay. So one more thing we will have, I'll talk about that on the computer after. So you'll run your GPS antenna. We're supplying Cytec's GPS antenna right now. We'll open her up here, you can see. We run the cable outside, coming in, and it plugs right into the bottom of the box here. And again, it's all pre-wired inside, so for power and data. So that just comes on, little locking clip, locks in place. Okay, so there's our GPS feed. Now if you look, also coming out of here, 12-volt monitor, so we've got our power for the monitor. So I can reach that in the back, plug that in. It's power for our monitor. This cable will actually be the cable that connects to your echo sounder, but just for demonstration's sake, if we know which sounder you have, we can put the proper connector on it. If it's some of the, like the Furno FCV295, it's actually a hardwire connection in the back, so we can give you that information. But you'd have the cable to at least connect on the computer side. You just plug it in, screw that on. Okay, so we're almost done. All we have to do now is plug in the power. So you have your white and black on this particular cable. It could be red and black. So the white, of course, is positive, so that will connect onto the positive terminal of the power supply or the breaker on your panel. Like I say, you run it off a breaker, but we do have a fuse built into the box here as well, just for extra protection. So, we're all plugged in, mouse is ready, GPS is run outside, everything's set up. So at this point, we should be able to turn on our power. Okay, and we see the light comes on the monitor, and we just turn the power switch on Olex. System will start to boot up. And there you go. As simple as that. So that quickly, turn the switch on here. So that quickly, I've just installed an Olex system. So as you can see, very easy to do. Like again, a lot of our customers wanted something like this, especially in remote areas where they don't have technical service available in their area. Again, you just saw it, very, very simple to connect.